Man, I'm telling you, Phoenix is something special. Phoenix simulators is something special. Let me tell you, I just get amazed every time. Not every time, but I don't know. I'm just following, man. Like I was in there looking for a flight to do tonight. By the way, we're doing Delta 1707 from Detroit to Boston Logan International. That's what we're going to be doing. But the tail numbers that they have, let me show you, they're the real motherfucking tail numbers. Like from real life. Like, so tonight we're doing this. I don't know how well you can see it, but this top one here, November 354, November whiskey. That's the actual tail number of the flight that we're doing tonight. Like if we go up to screenshots, here we go. Here's the flight right here. Look at this. It's the flight right here. Look at that. Look at that tail number. Look at that, boy. Look at that now. That's crazy, isn't it? It's awesome. That's what it is. It's awesome. I mean, I always knew Phoenix was good, but man, that's like some next level boogie woogie stuff right there. That knocked the boogie woogie out of you. Yes, sir. Anyways, hit like, hit subscribe, do all them beautiful things to help us out. We're trying to get this channel growing, baby. Yep. Let's put an end to the quartering and get this channel to grow. Two things at the same time. All right, let's jump in this here. I don't know why my banner doesn't have my logo up there. The No BS. My shirt's in the dryer right now. Maybe I'll put it on before we end the night. All right, let's do KDTW. Now this Joker took off, parked at runway A9. So let's get A9 pulled up here. And then we are going to put our time back to about an hour before we take off. There we go. Make sure we get live weather put on when we get in there. Hopefully everybody's off to a good start for the weekend. That's right. I can be like the quartering. Be like, how's your weekend? How was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend? What'd you do this weekend? Did you have a good weekend? I'm going to turn the music off in a moment. Once I try to get GSX up in here running. They on the same channel as the music. But before we actually go inside this mug, we're gonna do a little walkie round. Let me get the sound turned on for the airplane. Okay. All right. That looks pretty good. What are the click spots? What are those? What are those? What is that? I didn't realize it's going to show click spots. When did that start happening? That's pretty cool. That is very interesting. Wow. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's go check these engines. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's highlighting all the spots that we can interact with. Now, that's interesting. I wonder if that's like a default settings. I don't remember doing that. Alright, let's grab these. I think this is one of the coolest things ever. You can check out all the blades, make sure no blades are broken. We'll go around, check out the other side. Alright, blades look good here. Let's walk around to the other side. Hey, what's up, James? What's going on, Sarah? How you doing? How my kids doing? You doing all right? All right. I got kids in every city. That's how us pilots do it. Yep. That's why we keep on flying to all these different cities, so every time we land, we can say hi to some of our kids. All right, engines look good. CFMs look crisp. Whoa, you see them cars just floating? Damn, that's cool, man. They just floated up through the through the ground there. That's right. I don't think. I wonder why there are always so many of these spaceships sitting around. Like there's so many airplanes they can choose from, but they put the not the Starship, the I forget what Flying Fries calls that thing. The Quasar. That's it. Quasar. Alright, I don't think I'm going to be able to get on it unless I can connect the jetway. Let's see here. Let's see what it does. That's what I thought. Alright, let's have we'll pretend the first officer's going to connect the jetway. Battery 1, battery 2, external power. Alright, let me turn off the music. That's all good, and now I need to get GSX in. OBS's. There we are. Alright, let's try to get this up and running here. Flight plan pulled in. Let's do GSX. Okay, here comes our jetway. Okay, GSX. Alright, let me... Oh, I'm back inside now. That sucks. Yeah, that's alright.
Air Canada 6367, radar contact.
Turn say intentions off real quick.
Southwest 4213, contact Detroit approach on 124.05.
Crew air on. Stripes on auto. Logo. Let's get our flight plan pulled in. Flight initialization. Import. Okay. There we go. See menu. TC request pre-departure clearance. We are at gate A9. Oh, let's see what ATIS is. Let's see if we can get it. I'm pretty sure we can. Okay, KDTW. That's interesting that it's got everything but say intentions right there. That is interesting to me. Alright, let's see if this will work. Hey, where's our DCDUs? Let me get them. go under settings. Let's do CPUs. I updated all this before I got in. Oh well, it's no big deal. We can update it real quick. That should be good now. Alright, we'll just get ATIS through say intentions. So we have 118,125. That's interesting. There's no numbers there. No numbers down there either. That's interesting. The external power's on. That all looks good. There's your overhead. Okay, GPS is still aligning. Let's at least get our flight plan pulled in. So IRS position. Really weird. I wonder if we have any failures. Let me see. That's all good now. Now, what is going on with our loading? It was supposed to load using GSX. Nobody out there.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Okay, let's see if this fixes that.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
That is so weird that none of these are coming on down here. I almost kind of want to restart the airplane. Let me just see if I turn the APU on, if that helps, but I don't think it's going to. I wonder if there's a circuit out. Well, let's try the APU first. Let's do all this. This shouldn't this really shouldn't matter, any of this. Yeah, see, it's even out up there. Sure do. Okay, radar, pilot, EME, ADF, okay, comms and nav. Alright, we can't interact with these. Alright, I guess I'll try, I'm not showing there yet.
Fuel truck is in position.
Alright, let me try restarting this. Let me put new flight for say intentions. Come on, Phoenix, log me in, baby. Phoenix doing me dirty tonight. Okay, that. Hello. Can you turn the tablet on? I mean, what the fuck, dude? No tablet. No tablet. No tablet. Guess we can't have nice things here. All right, let's see. Maybe after we turn our systems on, maybe it'll pop on. It shouldn't matter. The EFB should just kick on, but maybe the battery's dead. Yep. Alright, let's restart it again. You know, you don't have these problems on X-Plane. Just saying. Just saying. You don't have these problems on X-Plane. X-Plane, you load the shit, it works right away. This is a fucking crapshoot. Got plenty of spaceships, but can't get a working airplane. Just makes me want to cry. Makes me want to cry. There we go. Now it's working, guy. All right. Oh, it's only on 12%. That might be why it didn't kick on before. Okay. Now it's charging. Okay, again. Fix all this shit again. Good. Dismiss. Pulling our flight plan again. Right. Can't do ATIS just yet. Let's go back to here. Let's look at the status. So, data link is available. Okay, so V3 is what I have set for. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. Yeah, that I have set for say intentions. At least that should be say intentions. Let's put that up here for number 3. Oh, good. That one is number 3. Okay. Ground proximity, crew. That all looks good. All right, let's go ahead and get fuel truck pulling in here.
Refueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Shit! I fucked up. Hang on. Let me restart one more time. Oh no, I didn't mean to go back out. I should just call it a night. Damn it. Alright, let's get back in here. Come on, Detroit. Oh, Romulus. That was a good movie. Alright, let's do this again. There we go. Why are there so many fucking spaceships? Look at that! Come on, Microsoft. Like, I almost feel like I need to just uninstall that aircraft. It's just so we can have it look somewhat realistic. And this is with say intentions too. Like, they're supposed to be handling traffic. All right, this will be the last time we do this. All right, we have power connected, batteries, available power on. Okay, let's change this again because we have to. Because it doesn't keep our settings. American. That all looks okay. That looks okay. Let's pull in our flight plan. That's fine. Aircraft GSX. Flight initialization request. W. Let's see if that works. I don't have Beyond ATC, but I'm hoping it'll work. Alright, let's get GSX starting to load.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Let's save some seats in the back here.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel
Happy
truck
Friday,
arrives
Scale
and
Bait.
ask
How you
to
doing,
do
my
it.
friend? You having a good Friday? I was just joking about that actually, about how a lot of these streamers, like, that's all they say. Like, you having a good day? You having a good weekend? How's your weekend? What you do this weekend? Did you do anything interesting? Like, man, you're the streamer. You're the one that's supposed to be talking and asking them questions, not like getting them to like fill in the blanks. No shit, man. My favorite stream is on Fridays too. I think Kino Casino comes on. Actually, they might be on right now. And then I also like watching DSP. I like trolling his ass. That's fun. But if I'm your favorite stream, I'm very... you don't have to tell me. It's okay. We already know. We already know who your favorite stream is. Dude, I just found out yesterday about a new... the 737-200 in X-Plane. That's going to have an update coming out pretty soon. I think I'm going to be having to buy that because I've been looking at that thing for a while, and it looks like it's finally going to come out with a cool update. It hasn't been updated in like 5 years. All right, we have Shift 1 and then Shift F1. Okay, Shift F1 is saving. All right, so we have Shift F1. Where's our fuel truck at? Is on their way soon. Just don't get it. Why do we have so many fucking spaceships here, Microsoft? Come on, let me in, baby. Maybe I'm too fat for these seats. There we go. I can sit in this seat. All right, Shift F2. Let's save 2 more seats, then we'll get the APU turned on. I'm wondering if ATIS pulled into... I don't think it did. Oh, the plane and X-Plane I was flying last week. Are you talking about the Dash 8 Q400, the propeller plane? Dude, that is an amazing airplane. You are gonna love that thing. If that's the airplane you got. Yeah, that's a dope airplane. Where the hell is our fuel truck at? Just like Delta, running late. All right, are we what are we doing here? Is the fuel truck coming?
Fuel truck is in position.
There we go.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
There he is. There's Klaus and Ralph. Do I have same tensions up? Oh yeah, I sure do. Okay. Alright, ATIS. We have information golf right now. Sorry, I just looked up ATIS while this was doing its thing here. I like when they connect the hose and all that stuff. That's a cool thing. Climbs back up the ladder. Should activate it, and I shouldn't have to do anything. He should just go ahead and start filling her up. All right, we still got 1 minute. We didn't get anything in for ATIS yet.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
You got it, buddy. I already said it. That's why it's doing its thing. All right, let's get let's get boarding.
Boarding requested.
Let's see if we can get our pre-departure clearance through here. Okay, we're at gate A9. We have information golf. We have KDTW. KDTW 10. Alright, let's see. We should get it pulling up on it.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Okay. AOC active flight plan uplink.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
We have Delta
Passengers boarding started.
707. Cost index is 5. And we are cruising to 37,000 feet. There's our departure clearance. ATC menu. Departure request status. It's being processed. If no response in 2 minutes, request new flight and app. Okay. Wilco. Oh, we got our clearance. Boston through HAL 4 departure. Maintain 17,000 departure on 124.5 squawk 544. Expect runway 21 right. Alright, so let's Wilco that deal there. So we have squawk 5444. Okay, so that's on there. Let's get our flight plan put in here. So we have departure 21 right. Right, departure, we do have 21 right, that is correct. So let's do this. Departure 21 right. And we have HAL 4. Insert. Oh, I didn't put our transition in there. Shit. So departure. HAL 4. Okay, so let's just plug in the same info again. So we have 21. 4, and then Lincoln is our transition. After Lincoln, JHW, then Q82, then we have Hunt. Okay, very good. Let's get our arrival for Boston in here. So right now I'm planning on 22 left, J-Fun 2, Hunt, transition. Let's make sure there's no discontinuities. I don't like that intercept there. Let's get rid of that. You know what? Let's take a look at it on our map here. So let's put this in map mode. Oh, okay, that's not bad. We can leave winter there. Alright, so let's cycle through our map here. We're probably going to have a discontinuity towards the very end. After the arrival and when the approach tries to connect. Yep. So let's do this. Let's get rid of that manual there. Let's click on clear manual. And then clear. There we go. And now it's complete. Let's get our wind data pulled in. We're almost done here. Get the APU turned on. Oh, you know, oh, we already got clearance. I wonder why our flight crew hasn't started talking yet inside the cabin here for say intentions. Alright, let's get yeah, it, if it says vector, it'll vector you. If it says discontinuity, it's like a break in the flight plan, so it's like it just can't connect. So sometimes that throws off VNAV or when you need to descend, things like that. But you can leave it in there. It's just when you get to that point of your flight plan, it just doesn't connect to another waypoint. If that makes sense, kind of how I'm saying it. Wind is in there. Performance page. Let's get that. Alright, baggage is almost done. You know, do I have flag weather turned on? Now I do. Alright, currently METAR here is 2976. Oh yeah, we haven't turned on the APU yet actually. You clicked on here. Turn on the APU. Lights work. Alright, flap is opening. Send this to the MCDU. Then we can come here, we can do departure, sync the load sheet, packs off, anti-ice off, force tow to no, optimal for flaps, sync weather. Can't I click on this? $29.76. Oh, you motherfucker. That is very weird. I wonder why it's not syncing weather. Alright, so we have 29.76. Oh, okay. So, come on, stop fucking around, bitch. 29.76. Our temperature is 8 degrees. And wind is 200 by 11. calculate and send to the MCDU. So both of those should be set over here now. Performance. Excellent. Very good. Okay. APU is on. Let's get that fired up. Then we'll get clearance for pushback. APU on. Let's make sure we're getting... Okay, APU generator is working. Electrics all seem good. Okay. It's alright. Alright, let's get clearance for pushback and engine start. Let's disconnect available power there. Let's get rid of any kind of ground equipment here. So chocks and cones, GPU. Detroit Metro Delta 1707 requesting push and engine start. Shit, I think I have them turned off. Alright, there we go. That should work. I don't, let me make sure. I guess I could push the X button. Detroit Metro Delta 1707 requesting push and engine start. I saved the button on my
Delta 1707,
controller,
push and start approved. Tail northeast.
but it didn't work just now. Alright, so tail northeast would mean tail... Yeah, tail. Okay, we gotta go nose that way. Okay. Let's connect our tug. Oh, you know, give me 1 second. Let me just check one thing with say intentions real quick. So I know I saved this button for controls, but yeah, I did. I don't know why it didn't work. Okay, no big deal. Alright, let's turn to ground. So that's 132, 725. Okay. Oh, you know, I guess I could use GSX. You need to set the parking brake. Oh, okay. Alright, are they pushing us back or what?
Locking gear.
Alright, are we almost good? I mean, what the fuck, guys? There we go. Nose to... We'll say no's to the...
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Nice. Let's put the rest of our fuel pumps on. I do. I have
Ladies and gentlemen,
usually just
we are
default.
now preparing for
controls.
takeoff on Delta Airlines, flight 1707 to Boston.
I haven't done anything
Estimated flight time
special.
is approximately 1 hour and 20 minutes. We ask that you pay close attention to the upcoming safety demonstration,
Yep.
as it
Just
contains
default controls.
important information for everyone, even our frequent flyers. Please fasten
Alright,
your
starting
seatbelts
engine number
by
2.
inserting the metal tip into the buckle and pulling the strap to tighten. Remember, your seatbelt must be fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated. Please return your seatbacks and tray tables to the
Please
upright
set parking
position
brakes.
and open your window blinds for takeoff.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine
Electronic
start.
devices must be set to flight mode, and larger devices should be securely stowed. Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes are prohibited on board, including in the lavatories. If the oxygen mask drop, pull the mask toward you.
Cockpit to
Place it
ground.
over your
We have a
nose
good
and
engine
mouth,
start.
and
You can
breathe
disconnect.
normally.
Unlocking gear.
Secure your
Crazy.
own
None of my
mask
seats that I saved
or assist
earlier
others. Life vests are located
working.
under your seat
That's crazy.
or between seats.
Alright, we got to go back, I guess,
Put
and
it
save
on
the seats again.
and inflate it only after leaving the aircraft. Floor level lighting will guide you to the nearest exit,
There are 8
and all
emergency exits
exits
on this
are
aircraft.
clearly
What?
Cabin
marked.
crew are now pointing out
In
the
case of
exits nearest to
evacuation,
you.
please
Be
leave
aware that
all
the nearest
Oh, that's right, we
exit
have,
may be
and
behind
follow the
you.
Let me turn off
instructions
sand tensions.
immediately.
Will guide you to an exit. In an emergency,
Forgot we have,
all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted,
Oh.
and released as shown.
That's right,
It
is it
must be
shift?
fastened whenever
Shit,
the
I forgot the
seatbelt
controls
sign
again.
is
Tow truck
Damn it.
disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
fastened
Such an
at all
idiot.
times.
What did I say the controls were
The
again?
air
Forget
supply
it.
vent
Left is clear. Right is clear.
top from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth.
Shift
and breathe
1.
normally.
Oh.
Hold the mask in place with
And
the
shi-
strap. Pull on each
oh.
side to adjust.
That's how you
Put
save
on
it.
your
Okay.
own mask before helping others. If we land on water, under your seat. Remove from the pouch and pass the tapes around your waist together. Pull the strap to adjust.
Alright, so
Do
this will
not
be...
inflate the life jacket inside
That's
the
number
aircraft.
2.
When outside, inflate it
number
by pulling
1.
the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into this
This one
tube.
was giving me a hard time
There
last
is a
time,
light
too.
and whistle for attracting attention.
Whistle.
The cabin crew can assist you with life jackets for children.
Okay.
Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. Further information regarding your safety on board can be found. Great flight.
Okay, 1. Okay, 4. So I gotta save 3 and 2 again. This sucks. Alright, now let me see, what was it again that I set these to? I don't know why I'm having such a trouble memorizing this tonight. Alright, saving is F1 through 5, and then that's 1 through 5. Okay. So we're going to do this as Shift F3. And we'll do this one with Shift F2. Alright, now we should be okay. Let's finish up our taxi setup here. So packs on, APU bleed off, taxi lights on, APU off. Trim is not, our trim is okay. Let's put our flaps down. set our spoilers. We don't need to put on, well, we can arm it, but we don't need to really turn it on yet. Weather until we get closer to 10,000 feet, I would think. Nose wheel steering is disconnected. Okay, so I'm gonna click on this. Alright, and I think we are auto brakes and set those for max. Company, oh, let me clear out any company messages real quick. And then we'll get clearance for taxi. Load sheets. Pre-departure clearance. Oh, we did get ATIS. Oh, invalid. Okay. I was like, oh man, we got it. Oh, no, we didn't. Just kidding. So that message should go away now. Cabin is ready. That was that noise. Let's test our takeoff configuration. Takeoff configuration is normal.
The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Very nice. Put this on. TA. Get clearance for taxi. Detroit Metro Delta 1707 requesting taxi clearance runway 21 right. I don't have them turned on. Shit.
Delta 1707, runway 21 right taxi via Juliet 8, Juliet Papa, Papa 6.
Taxi to runway 21 right via Juliet 8, Juliet Papa, Papa 6, Delta 1707. That's all good. We should probably get our co-pilot to handle the comms. Let me just this up here. Oh, that's loud. There we go. Sorry about that. Had GSX up for a minute. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, let me, Hi, would you take care of the comms on takeoff, please?
Sure, I'll handle the comms during takeoff.
Alright, I do need to look at one thing real quick, because the flaps just moved, and that shouldn't be happening with that button on the keyboard. So let me just make sure that these are, of course.
Brickyard 5711, runway 22 left taxi via Echo Kilo Yankee 10.
Runway 22 left taxi via Echo Kilo Yankee 10, Brickyard 5711.
God damn it, I saved all this shit before. Fuck, man, why does it always go back to... Okay. Fuck you, flaps. Jesus. Alright, I think we're okay now. Oops. My bad. Alright, I think we're okay now. The only thing I want to do is this plane took off at... I just want to get our time set real quick. So, under screenshots, this plane took off at 1804. So let's get that set. make sure we have live weather on. Well, good job, Flo. I'm glad that Flo is working properly. I did update your shit, and now it doesn't work, Flo. So, very good. Good job, guys. Very good. I can't even close the motherfucker now. Alright, we'll just turn it off. Alright, let's see here. So we need 18, so we need about 17. There we go. And let's turn live weather back on. Let me make sure I have that turned on in the settings real quick. Should. No, I don't actually. That's why it wasn't working. We'll leave photogrammetry off. I don't really care about that. Alright, let's make sure we have live weather turned back on again. There we go. Now we should be okay. Whoa! Whoa! Why are we, why are we spinning around? See our nose? Alright, so we have a nose wheel steering issue. Hang on a second here. Alright, nose wheel steering disconnect. Let me check, make sure we don't have any issues. No failures. Nose wheel steering disconnected. Okay, a fault has been detected with your dead zone. Calibrate. Disconnect. Maybe that's why. There we go. Very good. Now we can go ahead. Oh shit! Hang on. Let's disconnect this again. There we go. Now we can turn. Whew. Alright, let me get the map up here because right now it's not showing us anything. Charts. Okay, rival, ground charts. We are right here, and it said we need to go Juliet Papa 6. Where is 21? Oh, 21 right here. Papa. Okay, so Juliet 8 is right here. Okay, so we are getting ready to turn. At the end of this strip here, we're going to be turning. Juliet. Delta 1707 Juliet 8 to Juliet.
This is what the ATC audio sounds like. And next is what yours
What?
sounds like.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Delta 1707 Juliet 8 to
Of course, it's not on the correct frequency anymore. What the fuck is going on with the simulator, man? It's like there's a ghost in here, just like a poltergeist, just crushing shit, just like trying to make life hell while you're in this airplane.
Flight 4057, give way to the company Boeing 737 on your left.
Give way to the company Boeing 737, Frontier Flight 4057.
Delta 1707 Juliet 8 to Juliet. We're going to be turning coming up. Hopefully we still have live weather on. Alright, good. That's working at least. Hey, what's up, Brian? Sorry, I didn't see your message until now.
Runway 3 left.
If you're still watching, what's up, dude? Alright, we're getting ready to turn to the Papa.
Endeavor, 8570, cleared for push and start.
Delta 1707 Juliet to Papa.
Delta 7036, cross runway 9er left.
Cross runway 9 left, Delta 736.
Delta 1707, Metro ground, taxi via Juliet Papa. Hold short runway 21 right.
I know that already. I'm just telling you where we're at. I'm telling you where we're at, bitch. That's why I told you. These people never listen. They think they know everything. Guess we'll go around the fuel building here. Flight controls work. Yes, I'm aware we should have checked it earlier, but we're checking it now because that's how we do it. Because we just did it. Boy, it looks like a lot of traffic back there. It looks like almost a highway back there against the...
8570, ready to taxi.
Oh shit.
Endeavor, 8570, runway 22 left taxi
Skirt.
via
Just
Quebec.
good.
Bravo, hold short of runway 9er left, then Yankee, Yankee 10.
Runway 22 left, taxi via Quebec, Bravo, hold short of runway 9 left, then Yankee, Yankee 10, Endeavor 8570. Ready to taxi.
Delta 8972, runway 22 left taxi via Uniform 9er, Quebec, Bravo, hold
Runway 22 left taxi, uniform Niner, Quebec, Bravo, hold short of runway 9 left, Yankee, Yankee 10, Delta 8972. Number 7096, request push and start.
SkyWest 7096. Cleared for push and start.
Papa to Papa 6. So we're just going straight on up. Well, I played a little Ghost of Tsushima last night. I haven't played that game in probably 4 or 5 years. Last time I played it on PlayStation 4. I played it on the computer last night. Man, that game is so much fun. I forgot how fun that game is. Yeah, I've been in this Japanese kick lately.
SkyWest
Since I've been watching a lot of
give way to the company
Shogun.
Bombardier CL600 on your left.
Giving way to the company Bombardier CL600, SkyWest 7096.
All right, we're going to hold short here for a moment and get clearance.
Delta 7370. Taxi to parking via Whiskey 2, Whiskey, Juliet, Juliet 8.
Approaching.
Holding short runway 27 right. Requesting clearance to cross runway Delta 1707.
Delta 1707. Cross runway 27 right. Delta 6009. Push and start approved.
We should probably tune to the tower here. Let me get them tuned in here. Tower is 128.75.
Approaching runway 27 right.
Delta 736, wind 200 at 11, runway 22 left, cleared for takeoff.
Left cleared for takeoff, Delta 7036.
All right. Now we're cooking. Get our departure chart up here. It's 10-3C. This one here.
Traffic.
Really, bitch? Really? Alright, so we can't go over 7,000, so let's program 7,000 for now. Restraints. Cabin crew, take your seats for departure.
Copy, Captain. Cabin is secure, and crew are taking seats now.
Pretty sure I gave command over to our co-pilot. Let me see here. Oh no. Alright, let me give command to the co-pilot. That way they can handle the comms while we're taking off. And so we're getting ready to pull up on our runway here.
Endeavour 4807, contact ground on 132.725.
Ground Endeavour 4807.
We can close out our display here. Let's get over there. Papa 6 is the last little bit up here, I believe. Now let's just turn on all our lights now.
Delta 285, hold short of runway 9 or left.
All right. Give him a call, co-pilot. Parking brakes on. Oh, I never called for IFR clearance. Oh shit. I could have sworn I did. Didn't we do that already? Alright, well, let's call clearance and get that real quick. I could have sworn I called for that.
Metro clearance, Delta 1707. We're ready to receive our IFR clearance. Metro clearance, Delta 1707. We're ready to receive our IFR clearance.
I'm working on that clearance. Stand by.
Isn't that what we got clearance for already? What we just looked at down below? Oh, maybe that doesn't tie into same tensions. Maybe that's why. Alright, that could be. I wonder if our transponder is going to be
Delta
different.
1707.
Yeah,
Metro clearance.
7411.
Cleared to Boston via the HAL 4 departure. Then is filed. Climb and maintain 17,000. Expect flight level 37010 minutes after departure. Departure on 118.905 squawk 7411. Expect runway 21 right.
Okay, let's contact the tower, request takeoff clearance.
Metro Tower, Delta 1707. Holding short of the runway, ready for departure.
Delta 1707, Metro Tower, runway 21 right, wind 220 at Niner. RNAV winners clear for takeoff.
Excellent. Alright, let's get out of here. We're just going to turn and burn. We're going to start the clock now. Ding ding, the clock is punched. It means we are ready for business.
Approaching runway 21 right.
Metro Tower, SkyWest 4294, established on the ILS runway 21 left.
55%.
On runway
50% is holding.
1 right.
All right.
Remaining 8,300 feet.
Alright, toga set. 100 knots. Cross checked. V1.
Approaching runway 22 left.
Positive
Caution,
rate.
Caution.
Gear up.
Delta 1707, contact departure.
Okay, throttle climb set. Once we level our wings out, we'll put the autopilot on. getting ready to go slats and flaps up. Okay. So we should be okay now until we get to about 7,000 feet. Then we'll see what they want us to do.
Endeavor 5211, hold short of runway 9 or left.
It's so loud.
9er L holding short, Endeavor 5211.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened whilst the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin.
Ah, that sounds so good.
Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes. In just a few moments, we will commence our in-flight service.
Alright, as soon as we pass surf, we can start our climb again. Surprised there's no sound settings in here.
SkyWest 3836, hold short of runway 9 or left.
9er L holding short.
Alright, let's begin our climb again. Let's put on our weather.
Dear guests, we are now at a safe altitude, and I'm pleased to inform you that the use of approved electronic devices is permitted in flight. Our cabin service will begin shortly, and we appreciate your patience. Thank you for flying Delta Airlines.
Hold short of runway 9 or left. Hold short of 9 or left, SkyWest 3968.
You know, our co-pilot's not doing a very good job keeping in contact with people. Should be on the far side.
17,000. Maintain present heading. Vectors to Malt B, then on course. Delta
Bye, Lake
1707.
Bye.
Delta 1707, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Climb and maintain flight level 330. Delta 1707.
Brickyard 3620, contact Cleveland Center on 135.375. 135.375 for Brickyard 3620.
Zero set.
Delta 1707, contact Cleveland Center on 132.25.
Contacting Cleveland Center on 132.25. Delta 1707.
Standard pressure.
Cleveland Center, Delta 1707. Good evening. Climbing through 17,000 for flight level 330.
Delta 1707, Cleveland Center identified. Good evening.
So much wind inside here.
Delta 1707, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Climb and maintain flight level 370. Delta 1707.
370 set. I wish there was a way to adjust the sound from in here. If this was Flight Sim Labs, we'd be able to do it. Pretty much locked and loaded. Not much else to do right now. Hopefully our radios and everything stay on and our screens stay up and all that. Boy, there's a lot of good drama content on the internet lately. Like guys are into drama content, there is quite a bit of it going on with Ordering, Kino Casino. I wonder if they're on right now. They probably are. She sounds young, like she's... Oh, yeah, maybe she's a flight student. Yeah, she could be still young. They've done a lot of updates lately on Say Intentions. Not all of them, I think, have been for the best, but... Yeah, they did add a lot of new character voices. Which is cool. But they did get rid of my dude, my Chad Skybro. They changed him. He used to sound like a big black dude. And now he sounds like a surfer stoner. I'm not a big fan of that. I like when Chad Skybro sounded like a big black dude. I don't like him sounding. He looks actually like a surfer dude now. No, actually, he looks like a Giga Chad. Actually, like his shirt's like 3 sizes too small for a pilot. Like even though as an avatar, you can almost see his nipples through his shirt. Like it's pretty bad. I think if there was a pilot in real life that was dressed like that, they'd probably get somebody would write them up. They'd get some sort of complaint against them. Some Karen would, like, oh, I was so offended that his left nipple was showing through his shirt. How dare you? That's so offensive. I have a feeling these screens are going to conk out before the end of the flight. Every time I've come back into the cabin, into the cockpit, they've like flashed. That's not a good sign. Yeah, I've been reading this thing on X lately. Let me pull this up. Because if this is true, like, this is very hard to believe this is true. About cancer treatment. Let me get this pulled up here. I like Reddit and I like X. I can spend hours just sitting on these websites. I tell you what, let me move to the back a little bit so it's not so noisy. Still super windy. Let me just make sure I don't have any weird, like, I don't think I have weird sounds on, but yeah, see, other aircraft. If there was a volume for interior aircraft engine noise, then ground, hydraulic, no, it wouldn't be that. Including instrument, avionics, lever, no, it's not that. Alright, it is what it is. It's just going to be windy. Oh shit. So we almost fell out of the sky. Let me make sure we're okay. Whoa, what the? What? Boy. Good thing we went back in there. Oh yeah, we had a bunch of traffic up there. Yep, 600 feet above us, 500 feet. Durham fuel rigid. Here we go. Oh yeah, before we do that, we have some of my favorite camera modes in here. I forgot about these camera modes for Phoenix. Where's the one I like the best? This is it. I like this one. Alright, let me get X up. Okay. So let me go to my channel. Say Intentions is bugging, man. Like, I've lost connection with them already. That's so dumb. They really are dumb. That's why nobody likes your sane intentions. I'm going to keep on saying that until you make me a partner. Nobody likes you. Nobody wants to be your friend. Alright, where is my profile? Here we go. 83-year-old woman with state... Let me make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at here. Oh, yeah, you can. Okay. 83-year-old woman with stage 4 breast cancer that had metastasized to the liver, spine, and bones. Generally a death sentence. For 8 months, she took a daily dose of 22 milligrams of fenbendazole, which normalized her liver enzymes. The tumor marker dropped from 316 to 36. No abnormal metabolic activity indicating cancer was detected. Fenbendazole 12, known as anti-cancer action. So I've also seen about ivermectin and something else that supposedly is eating cancers up. Let's see, what else do we... Yeah, I don't know if this is true or not. Now, I have seen boxes of ticks on people's farms and things like that, but this is a bit much, man. They actually look like yogurt-covered raisins, actually, on top of that snake. I've never seen a snake with that kind of shit going on. There's no way ticks... I don't know. I've never heard of a tick, like, latching onto a snake before. I don't know. That's weird. It's like, that could be AI. This is good. I like this guy. He goes around Walmart with a scale and weighs everything. Calls them out for their shit, which is good. Because a lot of times they do have the wrong weights in here. Alright, anyways, let's check out X tonight. Let's see what's going on here. Stacey Abrams started a NGO. And 30 days later was given $2 billion. Oh yeah, that's old news. Paul Ludwig. There's no way that dude's name was Paul Ludwig. Oh, maybe his fake name was Jean-Paul Ludwig. Social security number, the one linked to Barack was official. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, but that's old news. Nothing will ever happen to him. Her name was Isabella Stroop. She was 19. She loved books, and her family called her Bella. 19 and loving books. I mean, she probably had friends. She was tied to a bed with a ghost strap. Tortured for months. What? How come nobody could find her? That's a shame. Wow. What a hell of a way to go. Walks free. What? Oh, the Black Killer of Irina Sarutska walks free. Now, isn't Serena Arutska, wasn't she the one who got stabbed while she was on the metro? Air Force One or Microsoft? I think they do. I think they make a livery. If you go to Flight Sim TO, I think you can do it. Wow. So I don't believe this, that a white family got 20 years for waving a Confederate flag and speaking. That I don't know about that. That's very far-fetched. I did hear about somebody getting locked up because they made a mean caricature of Hillary Clinton years ago. Like, that shit actually did happen, but I don't know. I don't know about that last story. That's a bit far-fetched for me. That is a bit far-fetched. Shit. Bit far-fetched. We'll just stay over here for a few minutes. There's so much evil in the world right now. Here we go. Muslim man beating up his wife in public. In Islam, men can beat their wives for refusing sex or for disobedience. Source, Quran 4.34. I saw a video the other day of a dude, I don't know what country he was Muslim, but I don't know what country he was from. But he was, he heated up like a pot on a fire, and he was burning his wife's tongue with it because she was refusing. It's fucking crazy. I don't know. How does that happen? Black men armed with guns try to rob elderly homeowner. He blasts all 3 dead in his yard. Oh shit. Look at Gramps. God damn. That dude don't fuck around. Look at him. He looks old enough like he was in World War II. Yeah, some of these kids nowadays, they have no respect for elders, for older people. That's why you see so many stores closing early. Oh man, look at that dude's face, my God. That dude got jacked up. That's why Walmarts are not open 24 hours a day anymore. A lot of stores are pulling out of major cities. Wow, look at this. What's up with black people just knocking this? Oh my God. Damn! Why is he hitting them? That's crazy. The better question is why the person who's filming it, why are they not helping out? You know what I mean? Like, if I saw that, oh my God, he just knocked her. Oh my God. That uppercut was lethal, man. Did you see that uppercut? Watch this hit. Let's make it bigger. I feel bad for her. I'm not trying to like say anything funny about this, but man, God, you see her head flip back? Good Lord. Let me look at that one last time. Damn! Her neck flipped back so far, looked like her neck was going to just snap in half. My God. Oh, here we go. A Muslim jihadist cut the hands off a Christian girl because she refused to marry him. She managed to escape before he tried to behead her. That's one way to get some head. Alright. Oh, that's so funny. Mark Zuckerberg warning his staff not to take the COVID vaccine. It's not a vaccine. He then censored scientists, doctors, and yeah, he did. Yes, this drives me nuts. They're giving illegal migrant families $30,000 to move into homes, plus monthly cash, food benefits, healthcare, and cable. They are here illegally. They should be in jail. They can get free. They can get free food and free cable in jail. They don't need my tax dollars.
Good evening. Climbing through flight level 370 for flight level 370.
Oh, that's funny. What an idiot.
Good evening.
Yeah, here we go. Here's more tick stuff.
Dear Gimli, we are now at cruising altitude.
Government secret biolab off Long Island that's been weaponizing ticks and come on.
Delicious options for you today.
You really expect us to believe that?
Lemon lime Gatorade and a selection of tasty snacks.
Hey, I heard lemon lime Gatorade. Oh shit.
Selected items from the Delta Airlines.
Actually, let me get my lemon lime Gatorade. Hold on a
Your
second.
convenience. Thank you for flying with us.
What did happen? A lot of evil in the world. Yeah, here's another one here. Just black people just beating up elderly people nowadays. Oh, that's crazy. Come on, man. You should be able to do something about that when in public like that. Motherfucker should pull his pants up. That's what I'm saying. My world. It's my world. Yeah, back up. I'm strapped, motherfucker. I'm gonna blast your motherfucking head off. Watch me run. Oh, shit. That's a felony. I bet you he would have made it out there if he pulled his pants up. That I do not agree with at all. No way. You cannot be Islamic and be in our military. That I do not think can happen. Of course she's been caught, but nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Golly. And that's on a bus. How come the bus driver don't do anything? Jesus. And that dude's just standing there, man. I'd be trying to run out of the way. Kicking him in the face, punching him. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, they got World Star. Is that World Star that just showed up on her phone? World Star. Oh no. Oh, let me get it up on World Star real quick. I'm not going to help out. I'm just going to let this dude in front of me just get his ass stomped. Fuck, MAG is not what it used to be. What is this? Oh yeah, here we go. This is what I was just talking about. Ivermectin and fenbendazole. Epidemiologist Nicholas Holscher states that complete remissions of stage 4 cancers using anti-parasitic drugs are already documented in peer-reviewed study. You know, I was reading in here the other day, I don't remember if it was here or if it was another website, that that cancer is not really like a virus, it's really like a parasite. And the reason why these drugs are working on cancer is because it's anti-parasitic. Alright, now she's gonna play the victim. Now she gonna get mad. Yep, fake corpses. That can't be real. That makes me sick. This makes me sick. Oh my god. That just makes me want to throw up. That can't be real. That's got to be AI. What is this bullshit here? This is probably Dearborn, Michigan. Michigan's got too many Muslims. That's probably Dearborn. Why they got powder all over this little kid's head? What's up with that? Why they got him in chains? Why they got a little boy chained up, man? That's fucked up. Wow. Jocelyn Nungare, 12, was raped, tortured, hours, and executed by illegal aliens from Venezuela. They were probably part of that gang. That Venezuela gang. What's going on? Oh, look at that. How can you just dump that into the water? What? Oh, that's in Canada. Good job, Canada. That is gross. What kind of animals are these people, man? For real. Straight up animals. That's true. Ooh, I wonder if I win the Mega Millions tonight. Or is it the Powerball tonight? Let me see here. Am I the newest millionaire? Nope. Nope. Gotta go to work tomorrow. That sucks. let's see where. I believe that. Mosquito factory. What? I don't believe that. That's bullshit. Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that before. Huh. Or straight up tick assassins. Patrol the yard and eat up 1,000 ticks a day. Alright, I'll remember that if we start having ticks in Maryland. Oh yeah, look how big the difference is. Yeah, that's why we're so fat. Got all them HMOs in there. Wow. Not 9 children he molested. He's been arrested 9 previous times with over 20 plus charges, including molesting 4 children before. But let's release him into the street. Ooh, damn. God damn, he shoved the fuck out of her, man. That's terrible. Yeah, this is the girl I'm talking about. Yeah, that is the girl. Oh, no, this is a different girl. There's so many white girls getting stolen and raped and killed now. It's hard to keep track. There you go. That's what happens. Good job, Australia. You can't live with these people. I'm telling you, they just need to stay in their own part of the world. They just... Here we go. Tries to push her off the building. What the... Man, I'd be fighting for my life. Doesn't look like she's trying to fight. She's had too much work on her face. You can tell when a woman's had too much work on her face because she don't look natural anymore. She looks all fucked up. Kellogg's strawberry are made with wallpaper chemicals. Oh, that's fine. I'm sure. I don't eat that shit anyways. I haven't eaten that kind of shit in years and years and years. What? You know what? I would believe that. So Campbell Soup VP caught on saying that the chicken comes from a 3D printer. That I do believe. What is that? What kind of bug is that? What is that? That's like a pickled cockroach. I don't know what the hell that is. That's big. That's like one of them prehistoric bugs. Shake that, shake it. Oh no, that's little kids. I can't say that. That's gross. I'm not watching it. I didn't realize they were little kids. Oh look, everything that I said 5 years ago when the shots came out. Blood clots, kidney failures, flaccid myelitis, anti-sperm antibodies, brainstem embolism. Yeah. Alright, let's see what's going on with our flight. It's been a minute. To say intention still? Is it connected?
Center, Porter 6365, flight level 330.
Alright, let's see. Hold up, penis in China. Get cold in the rain. Let's see here. Oh, we don't don't have much longer till top of the set. 156 miles. So much evil in the world now. It's crazy. Alright, let's see if we can get ATIS. I don't think we're going to be able to get ATIS for our land. But let's just try it anyways. I would like to switch over to VATSIM one of these days, but I like as much shit as I give Say Intentions. I like using Say Intentions. Yeah, it's alright, well we might be able to get it through here. Let's see. Here we go. Station A, we have ILS runway 27 approaches in use. So we have runway 22 left is what we were planning on doing. Alright, well, let's plan on runway 27 then. Let's go and look at our charts. So let's see the approach. Runway 27. AB. Let me update our runway Now, according to Navigraph is saying 27 is not used right now, but we can go with it. Alright, let's go ahead and go on screens, don't conk out on me. Switch up our approach here. We have runway 27. We can still do the same point and 80. And let's get rid of any discontinuities again. Discontinuity. Alright, let's go back into nav mode. Star 27 and 22. So we're looking at 111.3. Of course, and glide slope. Okay, very good. So that's all set. Precision height, looking at 460 and 443. QNH right now is 2993. outside air temperature is 12 degrees. Wind is 270 by 6. That's close enough. Light level 185. So we're at 139.6 now. Let's just say we'll be at like 137. I don't know what we're going to be at. No, let's just say 137. And we'll do max reverser. Okay, so that's still about the same. It looks like that's alright. Pretty close to our top of descent. Let's see if we have any sort of issues with our arrival. Let's look at so above 21,000 feet for seats at 280. Seem right. We'll leave it alone. The autumn is between 11 and 12. Let's leave it at 250. So that looks okay with me. And begin our descent here in probably about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. Say Attentions has been very quiet tonight. It's very weird. Does it ever bother me when I'm falling asleep? The light on this game. Sometimes it does. I don't really fall asleep watching this game though. Usually I'm falling asleep watching something else on YouTube or something. But yeah, I think if there was a lot of light coming from this game, I think that would bother me. I'm surprised it hasn't started getting darker yet because this airplane landed. Let's see what time this thing landed. Maybe we need to move our time up a little bit. I thought I timed this out so it would be getting dark when we landed. So it landed right at 8 o'clock. So it should just be getting dark. Let's see what time it is right now. Yeah, it's pretty close actually. Pretty close to where we'll be. Arrival here. So J-Fun. Shehag. Yep, Shehag then baby. Does it really say we're gonna run out of fuel? I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. There's no way, because I programmed the fuel. Yeah, there's no way that's correct. Alright, we can start descending in just a few minutes. Got about 20 miles left until descent. reach out to air traffic control, let them know we're going to begin our descent.
I'll let ATC know we're starting our descent.
Boston Center, Delta 1707. Starting our descent now.
Delta 1707, Boston Center, say requested altitude.
Flight level 120. Boston Center, we're going to descend to 1,000 feet. Delta 1707.
Delta 1707, descend and maintain 2,100.
Descend and maintain 2,100. Delta 1707.
Alright, we're on our way down. This is such a well-made airplane with the simulator. All three of their airplanes, the 319, the 320. Oh, yes. I have the same thing. Like, when I get off at flying this tonight, it's going to take me probably an hour to wind down and go to sleep, which sucks. I hate that it takes me that long to wind down after I fly. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Whether I'm streaming or not, just something about it. I don't know. I'm all wound up afterwards. Boy, these screens, like, kicking on and kicking off the glare shield, really making me nervous. Especially now our frame rate is dropping like crazy. It was doing good all stream, and now that we're starting to descend now. Wow, auto FPS is having a hard time keeping up with everything. My goodness. Let's do auto FPS and see if that helps out. It could be. I can move it to daylight now. I mean, nighttime now and see. It's just, I try not to do too many streams with nighttime flying because it's so hard to see. But we can try that tonight. We can make it like dusk. I also have a big light on above me. I have a light on the camera. So, got lights all around me. Alright, let's make it like dusk outside. Now, if I could get away with, like, if I didn't have the camera on, right now, I probably would have the big light off and I'd be flying like in the dark. So far, so good with our descent. I was trying to find like a really obscure flight to do, like Bhutan Airways or Air Tibet, something like that. I couldn't find the livery for it, so I was like, I'll just do Delta instead. I got tired of looking. I was on FlightAware looking at all kinds of obscure, like Asian flights and Tibetan flights, because they were like, it's early in the morning over there. I like taking off when it's early in the morning. That's like, if I could do every stream the same way, I would take off with the sun just starting to creep up a little bit. Kind of like how the sun's going down now. It's so pretty looking in the simulator here. Especially now that they got the interior lights fixed. It's not like 12 o'clock noon. These screens. Remember when 2024 first came out and these screens were like blinding everybody? We already entered all this in.
Center, Delta 7950, flight level 270. Delta 7950, radar contact.
Maybe that's what they needed. Is this gonna do my flaps? Let me see. I mean my spoilers. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, very good. Alright, it should be. I think we're over. Let's see what part of the America we're over right now. We're going over Vermont right now. Boy, Vermont has some of the best places to ski. Burlington, somewhere around here, I think, is Burlington, man. That's some of the best skiing I've ever had. I used to love going to Burlington. Oh no, I'm not talking about Burlington. I'm talking about Killington. Killington, Vermont. That's down somewhere down here, I think. Killington was awesome. I used to love going there, go skiing. Friends of mine, we would go like a week, 2 weeks, or a week or 2 weeks every winter during high school and right after high school. Man, I had so much fun going to Killington, man. I got some really good stories from back then, that's for sure. What part of America? I forget what part of America you're in. For you to have such bad winters. I mean, bad like winters that are not very, very snowy, for lack of a better word. Something's wrong with saying tensions tonight. We keep on losing contact. We don't even have radar contact. And they have the wrong destination.
Boston Center, Delta 1707, 5 miles northeast of Turner's Falls Airport at flight level 230, heading 114, requesting our IFR clearance.
Clearance on request, you're number 1.
Yeah, I don't know why I need to request clearance again.
Delta 1707, generate a diversion flight plan. You'll need to relink your Navigraph account in the pilot portal.
What, bitch? I don't know if I really feel like doing all that, to be honest. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Yeah, I got everything in there correct. I don't know why it's saying. That's so stupid. Oh, there we go. Now it's working right.
1707, descend via G-Fund 2 to 5,000 Punk transition for the ILS runway 27 approach into Boston, altimeter 29904.
Descend via G-Fund 2 to 5,000.
75.
Transition for the ILS runway 27 approach into Boston. Altimeter 29904, Delta 1707.
Where is the transponder 7451?
1707, contact Boston approach on 118.25.
Switching to Boston approach on 118.25. Delta 1707.
Ident.
Boston approach, Delta 1707. Good evening. Descending flight level 190 for 5,000.
Delta 1707, Boston approach, descend and maintain 5,000. Radar contact 4 north of Gardner Municipal Airport at 17,000 feet. Gardner altimeter 29904, cleared direct bases.
Cleared direct bases. Altimeter 29904, Delta 1707. Descend and maintain 5,000. Delta 1707.
All right, man, we coming in for a super hot landing. super hot. Oh, yeah, that's right. You are in Reno, Nevada. That's right. Okay, now I remember that. You have some good places to ski near you, don't you? Like, aren't you close to like certain parts of California that have good skiing? I'm really oblivious when it comes to exactly where Reno is compared to skiing, but I know you're in the top of Nevada, northern part, so I figured you'd be fairly close to some good skiing. I haven't been skiing in so long, man. I can't do that shit now. I'm too fat for that. I really would need to get back to. I would need to get down to my goal weight for me to really be able to ski it like I used to. I used to be pretty good at skiing. I could do most double black diamonds. So I found an operations manual for the Boeing. No, it wasn't the Boeing. What did I find it for? But I want to follow it one of these nights when I'm doing a flight. It's like an actual operating manual for pilots for one of these planes. Let me see if I thought I saved it on the iPad here. Flight sim, dispatch, autopilot, FS Academy. I could have sworn I saved it. Maybe I didn't. Oh yeah, no, that's not it. That's except for that. Autopilot. Yeah, that's not it. I know I have it as, I think I saved it as a bookmark. Let's see here. Nice. Oh, A320 normal. Oh, I downloaded it for the A320. Oh shit, I'm such a moron. Let's see here. VOR, RNAV approach. Yeah, I'll have to show you guys this airlinepilots.com. Let me upload. Let me send this. Let me see how I need to do this here. That's right, I completely forgot about this book. Oh, how can I get it to myself? I guess I can email it. I'll just put it on Discord. Then I'll pull it up on Discord. I'll show you when we get down. All right, under 10,000 feet. Let's put brakes on.
Weather in Boston is clear with calm winds. We expect a smooth landing. Thank you for your cooperation.
I'll put it up on Discord afterwards, but it's a legit book. It looks like it's real. Like it's got. Well, here I'll show it to you now. Hang on a second. Let me get Discord pulled up. I think this is one of the coolest things I found online for teaching you how to do things. Like it looks like a real booklet. It might be fake, but man, it looked real to me. Anyway, I gotta wait for Discord to pull up, and then I'll share my screen. Come on, Discord, stop being a bitch. Oh, Discord's up. Okay, Discord's up. Let me share. Oh, damn, I'm glad I wasn't looking at something I shouldn't have been. I forgot my screen was still being shown. All right, let's see here. No BS. Yeah, so I found this a while ago. From the airline pilots. Look, so we're coming in for... Alright, we're coming in for approach, so here we go. 20 miles out, start of approach phase. Speed control, green dot, types of approaches. Right, and here we go. First officer, pilot. It has what each one of you do for a planned Cat 1 approach and destination. You know, it's got all that. Auto land warning, go around. Here we go. RNAV approaches, final approach guidance. It's got like, it's so detailed, man. Yep. Here we go. VR approach on final inbound leg before final, I guess that's some sort of fix. Yeah, this is a really cool booklet. I completely forgot to look at this before I started flying tonight. Shit. All right, let me turn all this off and let's go land this puppy. This puppy. This bird. Yeah, I just put it in Discord. Yeah. Yeah, I just put it on the general page of the Discord. The Discord. Yep. Let's go LS.
Contact New York Center on 128.5. New York Center on 128.5.
Yeah, it's a really cool booklet. I was trying to find one for the 777, but it wasn't as good as this one, so. Oh, wow, we're almost we're almost where we need to be. Look at that VATSIM ATIS. I didn't realize I had VATSIM tied in here. I think I put my VATSIM info in. Maybe that's why ATIS is pulling up. So I probably could have used ATIS earlier with VATSIM. I didn't realize I had them programmed in here. Broken clouds to 800 feet. 9 knots. You can see for 10 miles. 13 Fahrenheit, -1 Celsius. There's Boston right there, I think. I think that's the airport right there. Why is it always like the same song when I'm landing? It's always like the same 1 or 2 songs whenever I'm coming in for landing. It's weird. I got hours and hours of playlist, you know, and it always seems like it's the same couple of songs. Come on, frame rate, just work with me for a little bit longer. About at our altitude. Let's go into heading mode. You always got to pull the knob back out after you set the speed. Same thing with the heading. You set the heading and pull it out. On a mouse, I use the scroller wheel. I push that button in. Emergency brakes. Speed brakes are armed.
1707, I am extending your downwind for sequencing. Turn left heading 075 vectors for the ILS runway 27 approach.
Left heading 075, vectors for the ILS runway 27 approach. Delta 1707.
And I think that's how they do it in a real airplane, if I remember correct. Is that like if I'm the pilot flying, then the co-pilot handles the comms. Just like if I was on the first officer side and I was landing the airplane, the captain would be handling the comms right now. He'd be handling the comms and some of the navigational stuff, heading and speed and all that, while I concentrate on the displays and actual flight. We're gonna have a max of 210 after we make this turn, so we should probably just start slowing down now. Yeah, and then with these knobs, if you want to go back into flight management mode, like for the waypoints or speed, if it's in here, then yeah, I have to click on the right button of the mouse, and that'll push the button in, which will activate it. It'll put that little dot up next to it.
Contact Tower on 120.5. 120.5 for Piedmont 108. Good day.
Piedmont? Oh my god, that's an old ass airplane.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet, altimeter 29904.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Altimeter 29904, Delta 1707.
Delta 1707, descend and maintain 4,000 feet, turn right heading 200.
Descend and maintain 4,000. Right heading 200. Delta 1707.
Alright.
Delta 1707, 13 miles from Loner, turn right heading 250, descend and maintain 3,000 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 27 approach.
Turning right, heading 250. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 27 approach. Delta 1707.
Alright, and then once we make this turn, I want to put myself in approach mode here.
Departure, order 9809, 2000 for 4,000. Order 9809, radar contact. Climb and
Might be too late for that. Yep, that's alright. Localizer. Flaps 1.
9809, radar contact.
I guess we didn't really have to go slats, but we did anyways. Should be capturing the localizer any minute here. There's our runway. Ugh, that voice. There's our runway right up here, I believe. Localizer should be getting ready to capture. There it is. Let's now put ourselves in approach mode. And arm autopilot 2. Yes, I think some of the views are badass too, dude. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat still, mate. I got a habit of that when I'm landing. I try not to look at the chat too much when I'm landing. I always feel like I'm going to mess up the landing if I look at the chat too much. Alright, glide slope is just about ready to capture. Out, we're getting ready to go slats. Laps 2. Let's put our landing gear down. Alright, landing gear down, glide slope captured. Set our landing speed. We'll say 135. Now we really could just chill in the back, which is kind of what I want to do. But I feel, but part of me is like, I can't do that. Like, I'm a real internet pilot. I have to land this plane. Like, I can't just sit in the back and let it do its own thing. I gotta land it myself. So that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully, now what I'm gonna do, so you guys can see if the frame rate drops. Let me turn off the banner.
Delta 1707, contact Boston Tower on 128.8.
Switching to Boston Tower on
And let me
128.8.
put on my display.
Delta 1707.
There, now you can see it up on the top there.
Boston Tower, Delta 1707. Good evening. Established on the ILS runway 22
All right,
left
flaps
approach.
3.
Delta 1707, Boston Tower, roger, continue approach.
Flaps full.
JetBlue 8959, contact departure.
Now, if we were doing like a VOR landing or an RNAV landing and we had a flight path vector of like 3%, we would just come over here. Maybe we'll do one of those next time. Instead of it saying VS, you just click on this button again until it says FPA, and then you can actually use the dial to program in your flight path. So instead of it saying GS, it would have FPA, and it would say like -2 or -3. So you know, like when you're reading charts, how it has like -3. Like if we're looking at this chart here, right, from Ripit to Codec, that's more than likely a 3% glide slope. So you can always, when you get to 5.2 miles or 6.4, I guess, you could always push it then and have this thing descend at a 3% glide slope, which is pretty cool. Well, not glide slope, but flight path.
UPS 5260, hold short of runway 4 right.
Alright, I guess I'll take control. Alright, my control. We'll leave the auto throttle on. Now when I'm landing, right now I'm just trying to keep our dot right in the middle. I just treat it like a video game.
Approaching
Like it kind of
runway
is.
27.
Try to keep
Caution,
that dot right in the
caution.
center. Boy, that has been wearing at me all flight, man. Every time I see that glare shield flash, I'm like, oh no, the screens are getting ready to kick off. That happened the other night when we were flying. I forget what airplane we were flying. Like, as soon as we landed, the screens kicked off.
100 above. 500.
Brickyard 5630, hold short of runway 4 left.
I keep on turning say intentions down, and man, it does not drop the volume of those radios, man. One of these days, I guess I'll just sit before I go on stream and try to get it fixed, but it just seems like it's so much louder than the rest of everything. Oh, I never turned on.
Flight slow.
There we go.
Flight slow.
Woo.
40. 30. 20. Retard. 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 Retard.
No way. It was not that hard. There's no way. Could be, though.
Delta 1707, contact ground on 121.75.
Switching to ground on 121.75.
All right,
Delta
flaps up.
1707. Boston ground, Delta 1707. Good evening. Cleared of runway. Ready to taxi to the gate.
We are? I don't know. -33. I don't believe that.
Delta 1707, Boston ground, taxi to gate C18 via Kilo Bravo Alpha 1 Alpha. Good day.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I think that was a much better landing than -339. I could be wrong. I got caught up trying to get the
Bravo Alpha 1 Alpha.
nose
Delta
wheel lights on, but
1707.
Delta Airlines Flight
Welcome aboard. What the fuck are
1707,
you talking about?
departing from Detroit Metropolitan Wayne County Airport and arriving at
Some people are
Boston
so
Logan
dumb.
International Airport. Our estimated flight time is approximately 1 hour and 20 minutes. Please pay close attention to the following safety demonstration as it contains important information, even for our frequent flyers. Fasten your seatbelts by inserting the metal tip into the buckle and pull the strap tight. The seatbelt must be fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated. Please return your seatbacks and tray tables.
All right, as
to
soon
the
as we
upright
park,
position.
we're going to turn this off. And
ensure your
I don't know if I'll be
weapon
flying tomorrow
lines
night. I might be
take off
playing
and
some Kung Fu tomorrow night.
Phones
Or I
and
might be playing
electronic
some
devices must
Ghost
be
of
set to
Tsushima.
flight mode, and larger devices should be securely stored. Smoking
If I do
and
fly
the
tomorrow
use
night,
of
it's going to be with my
e-cigarettes
Turtle Beach
prohibited
system.
Approaching runway 4.
I only like to use
left.
that when I'm
in the
not
laboratory.
working the next day. For some reason, I think
Oxygen mask
in my mind I have it.
automatically.
I have my mind set
Pull the
that
mask
it's a
firmly.
really big thing to set
Place
up.
it
Oh,
over
we should
your
have
nose and mouth.
asked about the
Breathe
runway
normally.
first. Oh well.
Secure your own mask before
Is that
assisting.
Aeromexico?
Life vests are located under your seat.
Yeah, I always think that it's like some big thing to set up that flight stick, but it's really not.
Floor level
Approaching
lighting
runway
will guide
4
you to the
left.
nearest exit, which may be behind you. In case of evacuation,
UPS 1481, runway 22 left, taxi via
belongings
Alpha,
behind
November, hold
and
short of
follow.
runway 15 right, then November, hold short of runway 22 right, then November.
We might just run this airplane off the road. Yeah, we're just okay. And never mind. We just made it go away.
Brickyard 5714.
Nah, we'll just go straight.
2499, request pushback.
I'm gonna go back and check out that landing again in a moment. I think that was a much better landing than minus 339.
Azores 2499.
Now, if we were doing a second leg on this trip, I would probably put the APU back on right now. All right, airplane, what you doing, buddy? There's a new airplane on Aerofly that I started flying with the other day. They have the new A321 XLR. That thing is pretty sweet, man. Those engines sound so good on Aerofly. Maybe we'll do one of those flights. Maybe I'll stream from my iPad one night. It's just I have such a hard time playing Aerofly on that iPad. Even though it's a new iPad, man, the battery gets burnt up so quick. Not the battery, the screen gets so hot. Alright, do I have an air marshal? No, I guess not. Alright, that's on. Alright, let's turn the engines off and get out of here. Oh, no, I don't want to turn the engines off. Hang on a second. Let me do something real quick. Panel states. Alright, where do you say ready? Okay. So that's good. Now let me stop recording Turtle Beach. Let's close out say intentions. Alright, sky dolly. Let's stop that. And wait for this to finish. And then we are going to do a couple of landings here. As soon as this is done recording. part of the reason I don't like using my flight stick is because I can't use this microphone really. I mean the setup. I usually use the wireless one, which is okay, but I think this mic sounds much better.
Too low. Terrain.
Alright, let's sit back here. Maybe not. Let's let's speed this up a little bit. Alright, so that's about 10 miles. Now the gear is coming down. Yeah, that's a pretty cool shot. Now, pretty close to the ground, I started staring up. If you go back and watch the actual replay of the stream, I was trying to get the nose wheel light to come on, but every time I was spinning the wheel, it was like zooming me in. So I think that's a little bit on why we landed a touch heavy, but yeah, we were really close to buttering this thing down. It's a cool little approach into Boston. I like landing in Boston. We could try this again one day. I wish Chase Plane was working so I could do a tower view. Or if this was X-Plane. Oh, maybe we'll do a 777 Saturday night. 777 Saturday night. And we'll work on some of those voice commands in the Flight Factor 777 where we can get the first officer to do all kinds of stuff for us. Put the flaps down, put the engines on, tell us a joke. That's a tough call between Flight Factor and Phoenix. They're like, I think they're like interchangeable. I think they're the top two for airplane mods, especially for these kind of jets. Black Square, I think, has the market for like little propeller planes, but man, these big planes, Flight Factor, Just Flight does a good job on the older aircraft. But yeah, Phoenix, so much better than PMDG. Hey, it gets better every time you land. Let's take a look at something real quick. Let's pause this. Let's go back a little bit. Let's play this. Now we're going to see what's up. Yeah, I thought it was nice. I thought it was a good landing. You know, not everyone's going to be minus 100, especially if you're trying to hit the touchdown zone. You know, if we glide farther, I mean, obviously we would be a lot softer. But in order to get really soft, you have to be like already at like 50 feet, like here, not at 500 feet. Okay, maybe it was -330. That's all right. All right, I want to do one last shot here, I think. Yeah, let's do this one here. I think I want to do this one. Look at that with the light coming down off the, that is so cool. Yeah, see, that was touchdown zone, almost center line. I'll take that any day of the week. All right, let me just, I really wish I had tower view. Let me see if, oh yeah, look at this one. That's cool. Let's do this. And I think we'll call it a night after this. It's Alright, well, if we're doing a couple of these, I got to do a couple for takeoff too, so bear with me a moment. We keep crashing. Jesus, this is running really rough right now. Let's go back and do takeoff again real quick. I'm just going to grab it from the inside here, I think. so choppy. Good lord, man. 10 frames a second, 12. Hey, let me turn off auto FPS. Maybe that's part of the reason why it's running so bad right now. Let's turn that off. And let's go back a second and just redo this takeoff. Okay. Whoa. Look at that landing rate. My goodness. Hang on one second. Settings. Graphics. Okay, yeah, let's turn this shit down. Alright, that should give us a little bit of a boost on FPS. Just enough to make it somewhat smooth while I'm taking off. I don't really care that it's a little choppy. We already flew. I just want to make sure the takeoff is somewhat smooth. There we go. After we make this turn, I'm just going to pick up one more right next to the engine. Okay, let's go here. And let's go back. You can hear the buzzing from the cockpit. There it is again. It's a good thing we're not using this sound here. We'll be using sound from the original flight. Do the same thing. We'll wait for it to turn a little bit. Alright, I think that's pretty good. That was a fun flight. I like this airplane. This is fun. I'm glad I didn't use the Xbox tonight. I came really close to flying with the Xbox, but held myself back. Alright, we're going to stop Sky Dolly. We're going to pause this. And I am getting out of here. I'll be back hopefully tomorrow. That's at least the plan. I don't know if I'm going to be flying or if I'm going to be, playing Ghost of Tsushima. I might do a little bit of both. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm really digging that game again. And now that I have it on PC, I definitely want to play it. So I might play that for an hour maybe, and then maybe fly the 777. I really want to do better with that 777 this time with the Scalebait. I'll see you tomorrow hopefully. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. But yeah, I'm hoping that these voice commands work a little better with that flight factor tomorrow night. So I think that's what I'm going to fly tomorrow night, maybe the 777. Very, very good possibility. Anyways, all right, my friends, I will see you on the next episode of The Airplane Show. Thanks for tuning in. Hit like, subscribe, and, don't be scared to tell your friends about us. Appreciate it. All right, see you next time. See you.